Elon Musk's latest crackdown on federal employees is leading to a major pushback by several agencies, including those headed by U.S. President Donald Trump's cabinet, signaling a power struggle at the highest levels of the U.S. government. U.S. federal employees across various departments recently received an email from the U.S. Office of Personnel Management, demanding a response to 5 bullet points, basically, detailing their accomplishments over the past week, adding that failure to comply would be taken as an immediate resignation. And what was the deadline, you ask? 11:59 p.m. EST on Monday. And the email to the U.S. federal employees was crystal clear. Prove that you are working or consider yourself out. Musk, leading the U.S. Department of Government Efficiency, or DOGE, made it clear this was no empty threat, but this action has prompted massive backlash. The U.S. Department of Defense instructed its employees to hold off on responding. A social media post from the agency made it clear that they were reviewing the order on their own terms. And according to reports, it's unclear whether U.S. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth directly signed off on the directive, but experts do say that such decisions are unlikely to be taken without the clearance of the senior-most leader in the department, like Hegseth. Meanwhile, the FBI, the U.S. State Department, the Office of National Intelligence also stepped in, advising their staff to ignore Musk's demand. Kash Patel, for example, who recently took over as the 9th director of the FBI, reportedly asked all FBI employees to pause any responses to Musk's email, perhaps further highlighting the tensions and the differences brewing within the Trump administration. Meanwhile, there was reportedly a lot of confusion within the U.S. Department of Homeland Security. Initially, employees were told to comply, but just hours later, the decision was reversed, instructing employees to wait for further instructions. Despite the resistance by the U.S. federal agencies, Elon Musk is not backing down meanwhile. In fact, he has doubled down on his ultimatum throughout the weekend, taking to X to defend the move. What was his argument? The government is riddled with ghost employees. People are doing so little, according to him, that they don't even check their emails. And he claims some of them might not even exist. What about Trump, who put Musk in charge of cutting government waste? He appears to be fully on board. Over the weekend, in fact, the U.S. president praised Musk's efforts, but also urged him to go even further, to quote-unquote get more aggressive. After all, as Trump put it, we have a country to save, quote-unquote. And now in the latest, in a post on X, Musk has said that starting this week, government workers would be put on administrative leave if they fail to return to the office. So clearly a lot is going on, but what happens next is the question. It's clear as of now that the battle lines are drawn, not just by the U.S. federal agencies, but also within the Trump administration, and Musk seems to be on a crucial mission. But with key agencies, including those headed by key leaders in Trump's administration, refusing to play ball, the question still remains. Who really holds the power in Washington, D.C.? To stay up to speed with the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.